Have you inherited a house? Well, buckle up because things are about to get very interesting. So whether you're a personal representative, a beneficiary, a sibling, a relative, or even a close friend, this situation can go from sentimental to stressful in absolutely no time. I have seen families handle this process smoothly and others nearly go to war over it. If you're in the middle of this showdown, don't worry, I've got you covered. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to navigate the chaos, avoid costly mistakes, and most importantly, get the house sold without tearing the family apart. Hi, I'm Maria Wells, a real estate broker here on the beautiful Treasure Coast of Florida, which covers Stewart, Jensen Beach, Hutchinson Island, Palm City, and beyond. Well, if you've inherited a home and need to sell, I'm really your go-to expert. I've helped countless families deal with a roller coaster of inherited real estate, and today I'm going to break down the essentials from the handling of the legal responsibilities to managing the family drama just like a pro. You've inherited a home and suddenly you find yourself as the personal representative. Well, what does that even mean? Well, congratulations. You've just been promoted to CEO of Estate Chaos Inc. That's your job, to handle all the legal mess, pay outstanding bills and taxes, and distribute assets to the beneficiary. It's a big job, and let's be real, it's not for the faint of heart. The good news, Florida doesn't have an estate tax, and unless you're dealing with an estate over $13 million and up, well, call me if you do, because we need to talk about your real estate portfolio. You probably won't have to worry about federal estate taxes either. The bad news? Well, family feuds over money and property are legendary. And if multiple heirs are involved, things can get heated really quickly. So let's cut to the chase. This is not your typical home sale. You've got extra steps, extra opinions, and a whole lot of emotions running high. This is where an experienced realtor is your secret weapon. A pro like me can connect you with trusted attorneys to handle the legal headaches in case you do not have one, coordinate the clean out of personal property. Maybe it's goodbye to grandma's 1970s floral couch, or just items people don't want anymore, or even getting them shipped to different areas of the country where maybe some of the heirs live, making this easier. I can recommend smart repairs to boost the home's value without overspending, and handle negotiations and closings so you don't have to deal with the back and forth drama of everyone who is involved in this transaction. And let's be honest, if you're dealing with an out-of-state heir or stubborn family members, having a neutral party is absolutely priceless. If you're not in my area, look for a senior real estate expert, because many times they will offer full services too. So here's the truth. Money changes people. If you think your family is immune, well, think again. The most common issue? Disputes over who gets what. Everyone thinks they're entitled to more, and if there are multiple trusts involved, well, oh my gosh, forget it. You've just entered the next level of estate warfare, and here's how to handle it. First, I recommend you listen to everyone. Sometimes they just need to talk. Just get their opinions. Next is stick to the plan. If the will outlines specific wishes, that's exactly what's going to happen, and you can't change that. Stay unemotional, and I know this is so hard because that is easier said than done, but trust me, it's the only way to get through this. Bring in a buffer, whether it's an attorney, a realtor, or a mediator. Having a third party keeps things from absolutely escalating. One of the biggest pitfalls in this process is letting personal property slow down the sale. I can't even begin to tell you how many times I've seen families argue for months over furniture, jewelry, random sentimental knickknacks, why the house just sits there losing value because no one's living there. And let's face it, in Florida, homes that are not occupied, they're going to need repairs if they sit there by themselves for a long period of time. So here's the fix to handle that. Set a deadline for family members to collect what they want of the personal property. Move everything into a storage unit or a warehouse, depending on how much you have, and they can sort through it later. It doesn't have to be done immediately. Donate or sell what's left, and don't let this hold up the home sale. I've seen this go wrong so many times. The house needs to sell for the highest possible price, and it just sits on the market while you argue over who gets mom's china set. Everyone loses money the longer the home sits empty, waiting for these decisions to be made. If the family just cannot reach a decision, there are a few options that you do have. First off, informal negotiations. Try to work it out yourselves. 2, let the realtor handle it. Negotiations is what we do best. Number 3, get a legal petition action. If all else fails, a court can force a sale. They're going to decide who can sell it for how much money. And trust me, you do not want this. You really do want to stay in control. And let's be real. There's always one sibling who causes the most problems. Usually it's the one who really needs the money, or the one who thinks they know everything, but they weren't chosen to be the personal representative. Now you add a situation possibly that has multiple trusts, multiple attorneys in the mix, and things get even trickier. Remember, there was a reason you were chosen to be the personal representative. Going to court is always expensive and it drags things out. So the best move, work towards a compromise and get the house sold before everyone's legal fees eats up their inheritance. So here's the only thing you can control: your own estate plan. If you don't want your children or family members going through the same nightmare you are, now is the time for you to get your affairs in order. And the best way to avoid future inheritance wars is to plan ahead. So let's recap. Stay on task. Don't get sucked into the drama. Hire professionals. A realtor and estate attorney are your best lifelines. And don't delay. The longer this drags out, the less money everyone walks away with. This is a tough process, but it doesn't have to be a disaster. You can get through it smoothly with the right strategy and expert help. I'll be covering even more on inherited properties in upcoming videos. So if this is something you're dealing with, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell that you like it so you don't miss out. And let me know what other items you would like me to discuss on future videos. And now, check out my next video to learn how a senior real estate specialist can help you navigate tricky home sales. You won't want to miss it. Until next time, see you later.